Good morning, good afternoon, and or evening. Welcome back to the den and to the next A Dirty Casual Tries video. This one, we are going all the way down to Africa to a mystical hidden land behind a force field shield known as Wakanda. And we are playing as their king, the Black Panther. Yes, we're going to be T'Challa today. Now, my favorite story about Black Panther, I actually first heard about it from my buddy Benicio del Toro over on Story Mode Live Gaming, and it involves Iron Man because, of course it does. Well, basically, Tony and T'Challa both kind of start plotting against each other at one point because they, if I'm remembering things correctly, they both needed something the other had, and they were, trying to do their typical superhero thing. And behind the scenes, they slowly start acquiring pieces of each other's companies, right? T'Challa had a big tech giant company, and of course Stark did too with Stark Industries. And while by the end of the whole thing, they have both acquired each other's companies behind each other's backs, and then they're both like, oh wait, you bought my company, and then they end up trading back. Anyways, that's my favorite Black Panther story, but I've already taken a look at his abilities here on Marvel Rivals, and we need to do that together here real quick. Now, Black Panther doesn't have the complication that we've seen in some other kits previously, but he is a 4-star, so he does have a variety of tools available, and as a dirty casual, I'm immediately daunted by the amount of tools he has available to him, but let's see how they jive. Of course, he has a main attack as we're seeing here. Because it's a melee, he can do it infinitely. And from what I've seen here, it takes about 8 hits to fully take somebody down. And then we're going to jump down here to spinning kick. Now this is the E button on PC, and you spin forward and attach vibranium marks to hit enemies. And from the look of it, I would say that he can probably attach multiple marks if he says passes through multiple people. Now, attaching vibranium marks is the main thing it appears that I want to be doing from all of his abilities, because a lot of them deal with vibranium marks. So the next thing we have is a spear toss. Now this is thrown out, it creates a little field, and it attaches vibranium marks to anybody caught in the field. So it definitely does hit multiple people, whereas I don't know if the spinning kick does. I'd like to think it does, but I don't know for sure. Now, once you've attached vibranium marks, that's when you're going to start to kick in with Spirit Rend here. Now, Spirit Rend, once they have marks, you can go up and you can hit them. You get bonus health, and you refresh your ability. Now, you don't get any extra damage from the vibranium marks, but you do get to refresh bonus health, and so I'm guessing you get to refresh some of your health if you were down a little bit, and you can pull it off multiple times depending on how many vibranium marks you've thrown out, right? So if you're using Spirit Kick and Spear Toss, I imagine I could get a healthy number of marks out there and then just go to town with Spirit Rend. Spirit Rend seems to be outside of my claws the main way I'm going to be doing damage. And then we have Bast Defense, the ultimate. Now this does damage, it attaches vibranium marks, and if you're on cooldown for Spirit Rend, it refreshes that ability as well. Now, the lower his health, Black Panther will do extra damage, and from what you can see here in this little animation, he would kill the dude in 6 hits, whereas on the normal one, it would take 8. So he does get extra damage for being low on health. I would imagine that this can play into Spirit Rend, as well as Bast's Descent as well. So you can attach marks with Spinning Kick, Spear Toss, and your ultimate, and then you go to town with Spirit Rend. That's mainly what I saw from his abilities. As a dirty casual, I'm immediately concerned with making sure that I'm attaching marks to the correct enemies, so when I go to dive in, I can keep going back and forth across them, dive into the back line, maybe take out some supports. From my understanding from some of the community, he is a diver, so I'm going to be looking to, try to pick my targets carefully, attach those marks, and then hit them with Spirit Rend as well as a variety of other moves. As far as getting in and out, I would say Spirit Rend, of course, is a good way to get in and out, but I'm thinking I should be leaning on the Spear Kick, so that way I have Spirit Rend available for dealing damage if I need to. Of course, you got the wall run, and he does a jump after the wall run, so we'll have to see how everything plays out. If I do have a magic with me, I will be able to take or make use of like the rewind effect with Limbo, and he gets some bonus health when doing that as well. But again, as a dirty casual with all these tools available, my main concern is, am I going to be attaching or using the moves correctly to attach the marks to the right people so I can dive in and out, hopefully pick up multiple kills. You know, I'm going to really be having to pay attention to Spirit Rend. That's the shift button on PC, and I'm going to have to be paying attention to it. That's, again, from what I saw, going to be my main form of damage. But how are things going to go for this dirty casual in his first game with Black Panther? Let's find out. I just got to think dive, right? Got to dive like a dolphin. Or shark, because, you know, we got Jeff in here. Jeff. Okay, there's the team up. I did not look at my challenges, so I'm going to throw out
30 seconds before you attack.
some sprays just in case I have the challenge for it. Pretty quick.
Have you ever considered, like,
He's got a pretty good jump.
to usurp the throne of Asgard?
Okay, and I can do a little hop once I'm in the air. Do I have a double jump normally? No. But when I'm up in the air, I can do a double jump. Okay,
The battle starts in 5.
that's good to know. I didn't see that in
3, 2, 1.
the thing. I do not want to be going out this front door.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
Okay. Oh, nope. Nope, I did not do that correctly. Did not do that correctly. Huh. Oh, nope. Okay, we'll just come all the way around. I'm not terribly slow. Okay. Oh! Whoa! I didn't use rewind, but... Yes! Okay. So I've got Spirit Rend back. Let's come over here. I was not paying attention. I just got slapped twice and taken out. I got distracted looking over there at their Iron Fist. I shouldn't have been going up into the air that high. That was my issue. I exposed myself too soon. Okay, so they're taking it. So let's come over here. Dive, right? Woo! Can't believe I actually made it through there. Okay. I did not have my shift. I would have gotten her if I had shift. That was really stupid of me. I missed, and then I stayed in. I should have just completely disengaged and kept disengaging. I shouldn't have gone back out there. That was my fault. Okay. Okay, let's see if we can't get Adam there. Nope. Okay. I did not do anything at all there. That was really terrible. Okay, so the shift... I need multiple ones. That's how the shift is going to help me. It's going to keep me mobile. I'm not able to be mobile enough when I dive in. That's my problem at the moment. I'm not able to be mobile because I don't have multiple Spirit Rends available.
Better look behind you.
Almost there.
Yeah, let him go. Let him go. Let him go. We'll get our right click back. Let's get some elevation, right?
The vehicle reached the checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Oh, and I panicked. I did not use my ult, did I? Did I really panic click the button? Oh my gosh. What a dirty casual move. I was not even trying to click the button. Okay, and I have not used my rewind ability at all. I don't know how that didn't finish him off, but I guess he got some heals. Okay, we need to go over here. We've got Spirit Rend. Okay. The Stampede got me, didn't it? That was good, but the Stampede got me. Okay, back in it. We are not representing, I don't know why I did that. We are not representing Black Panther well. We're getting bombed right out of spawn. And that just completely missed, as he leapt away from me at the same time I went in on him. Oh, Fist came in behind me. Alright, so this is very bad gameplay. I can't even get out of spawn to try to dive. They're all grouped up together, so this is not going to work out the way I want to. Oh, let's see here. Is she going to come out and expose herself? No. Okay, we got her. That's one. Let's get moving over here. Let's get a speed boost. That'll help out. We've got Spirit Rend back. Okay, let's wait for that to go off. Let's wait for that to go off. That was just terrible aim. Okay, we got Adam. Stay mobile here. We completely missed Jeff. Oh, he saved himself with his heals. Okay. Let's rewind over here, pick up some bonus health. We need to be doing that. We haven't been doing that enough. Okay, yeah, we're just going to stay over here. We're not going to hopefully have to worry about that. Okay, he's over there. We're moving forward again. I've got another ult, so let's just not panic this one. I don't even know how I did that on the last one, in all honesty. Okay, we got her. Magic's down here. Let's rewind. Let's get some bonus health. Let's just go ahead and completely disengage over here. That's not going to work out. Okay. A lot better, though. A lot better. Up to 6 and 7 now, so we picked up multiple kills. That shift. Spirit Rend is tough to aim. Like, especially if you're trying to pull it off in succession with, or rapid succession with multiple other moves. Like, that is rough. How did that not hit anybody? Did I not get it off? Did Spirit or did Squirrel Girl kill me? Okay, I don't even understand that. And we're gonna go down again because I had no moves to get around with. And we are just getting clobbered into spawn here. I don't know what happened with my ult. I really don't understand what happened.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Okay, I might have been able to get a couple of them there at the end, but it was too late in the game. It was just too late. And I did this entirely in the incorrect scene. Once again, wow. Another dirty casual type of move. I could have swore I hit the button. Could have swore I hit that button. Alright. I'm going to give the rest of my team some thumbs up, even though we absolutely got raffle stomped because they had to deal with me on my first game as Black Panther. But looking at things, we went 6-9, right? Went 6-9. Not great gameplay for a diver. I did 5,000, just under 6,000 damage, blocked over 5,000, so I'm guessing I was making at least decent use of being able to get some extra health there. I got no assists. And what was that highlight? Alright, so this was pretty early on. Hulk was pushing in, I throw out the spear. Just kind of work on him a little bit, dash to finish him off. And then this is where I went off to the left and exposed myself, got distracted by the Iron Fist, and then promptly got like 2-tapped by Squirrel Girl. Alright, so not the greatest Black Panther gameplay. I'll have to admit that. At first, I had a little bit of trouble kind of like understanding the distance I was going to move and how quickly I was going to move in and exactly how the refresh was going to work. Once I got the hang of that, my main thing became mobility. And I wasn't saving my E to try to escape. I was also using it to put down more marks, trying to deal out more pain, more damage, right? But the area we got stuck in, when we were trying to get out of spawn and they were just running up on us and they had no issues, I don't know what was happening for the rest of the team. I know for me, I was getting out, I was able to get around somewhat. I got tied up fighting people at spawn. I shouldn't have done that in retrospect. What I should have done is I should have gotten away from spawn and then tried to pick off the people and fight the people that were vulnerable and exposed in the back line. I quit diving, basically. So I did get wrapped up in there as we were getting spawn camped, but I don't know what was happening for the rest of my team. So the only thing that I can really think about here is, like, what happened with my ult? Like, I was looking at multiple people, I thought it lashes out from me, and even from Squirrel Girl's perspective, I thought it should have hit her, but it didn't do anything, so I don't know if, like, I got taken out by a Squirrel Girl before the Panthers hit anybody, and so because I got taken out my ult, I got ult canceled that way. I do not know what happened there. And when I was pressing A and W, trying to move around, fighting in that long hall right off the area that we were at when we first got there, I don't know how I panic pressed the Q button, but I mean, it was obviously a panic press. I'm sitting there trying to move around and I pressed the wrong button, so I mean, it's a panic press, nothing else to call it but that. But I don't really understand how I pressed it when I was just trying to move around. But I did. Obviously, it was there. Now, do let me know in the comments down below, like, how does Panther's ult work? Like, if he's throwing it out and he's thrown the Panthers, but he gets taken out before the Panthers get to the enemies, does the ult still go and still hit and still do damage? Like, let me know on that. And obviously, I shouldn't have gotten caught up. I shouldn't have gotten caught up fighting out in front of the spawn, but do let me know what I should have been doing to play better as Panther. I feel like I got the hang of him towards the end, and even there at the end when we flash up the loss and the game ends and it slows down, I was in a position with another shift, like I was in a position to take out like another couple people right there. So I definitely felt like I started getting the hang of being able to move around and fight with him. But do let me know how I could have played better in the comments below. I know I shouldn't have gotten caught up fighting in front of spawn. I should have kept the diver mentality, moved out, tried to get to the people in the back line, not worried about Hulk and Iron Fist up there. I know. But let me know how I could have played with Black Panther down in the comments below. I'm really interested in, especially, like, if I should have been using his moves in a different order, or if I should be saving a Spirit Rend, the shift move, as like my dive out, or if that should be my E. I'm particularly interested in that kind of stuff. So let me know in the comments down below. If you do like the Dirty Casualist Tries videos where I get up here, I look at the abilities and I play a character for the first time and you get to see it, good or bad. Hopefully I don't get stupid and forget to swap the scenes It's happened before, and now it's happened again, so definitely shame on me. But I'll try to fix that in post. Subscribe, like, do all the good stuff for me, share it around. But most importantly, have a wonderful rest of your day.